Hello, welcome back to my Pokemon Nuzlocke randomizer of Pokemon Fire Red. As of the recording of this episode, I know it's going to come out later, but they had just announced that they were going to be re-releasing Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Nintendo Switch. I know it's not going to be a randomizer, but I am excited to see the game, being able to be playing it. I do have a Switch, just not a Switch 2 yet. But it'd be interesting to see if they do any updates for it or if it's just an emulator. I would still like to continue to play this game though, for you guys, as long as you guys are okay with it. Last episode, we did the Nugget Road. We went and talked to Bill and we lost one of our Pokemon, Bobby the Superior. Then we went ahead and we defeated Misty pretty easily. So today's episode, we are going to go down south and get to Vermillion City. We're going to be heading down south to Vermillion City, and we'll be facing off against Surge as well as maybe the St. Anne today. We do, of course, have 3 Pokemon left. Daisy the Florges, Peter the Quilladin, and Eon the Latias. Latias, yeah. Always have a hard time to tell the two apart. Might fight him, get Dig. Silvally. No, yeah. I'm not a big fan of his move pool. Well, we do have a decent amount of levels on the people around this area, so I'm not too worried for the most part, unless they pull something out that's fairly dangerous. I do have EXP share still on. I'm thinking if we do defeat Surge this episode, they probably will get turned off. There we go. I wasn't too worried with this fight. Of course, that was TM Dig. See if we can teach Daisy any of these moves. Not yet. We need to get rid of Petal Dance from her. I don't like the fact that we keep getting confused. Alright, still can't go this way yet, but we can go through the underground path. When we get to the other side, we will get a chance for an encounter. Just take a quick look. Yep, I have 3 Pokeballs. Let's try it. Try to get another Pokemon on our team in under 3 Pokeballs. Of course, we'll be able to get cut from St. Anne. From the, Oh yeah. Got a couple trainers between here and there. He's got 3 Pokemon. Of course, by the rulings of Attempt 3, I am not permitted to swap out my Pokemon in battle. So I do need to be careful. Huntail. Pretty sure I could just keep spamming Dragon Breath at this moment. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Eon, of course, being a dragon type, ice type is very strong to it, so I gotta be careful with that. Another cool Coal Soul. Why can't Dragon Breath paralyze people more often? Good. And a level up. She's trying to learn Mist Ball. What does Mist Ball do? A flurry of down hits the foe. It may also lower the foe's special attack. 70 damage, 100 points. Yeah, I think it's time. Nope. Mist Ball only has 5 power points. I think we'll stick with Psywave for now. I know that could be a very powerful move, but when we're trying to get through a spot, if he only has 5 power points, that's not going to be very useful in battle. Alright, one Pokemon. Crab Brawler. There you go. Very good hit. Should be able to take him out with one more hit. Only a tiny bit of experience. Peter grew up a level though. Just in case, because I believe there is another Pokemon battle between here and the town. Go put Peter up front. Yeah, there's 2 people down there. Three Pokemon. Florges. I got a good 9 levels on it, so I'm not too worried. It doesn't have stab, but the electric typing is useful. Ah, that hurt. I hurt a lot more than I thought it was going to. Peter, of course, is a physical attacker. And another Florges. Do not want another Moonblast. It was a good hit. And it's flinched. Good job, Peter. And another Florges. Unless it starts launching out a bunch of critical hits, I'm not too worried. But we still do have another trainer between us. I am hurting. Pedal dance, I'm going to be fine. I'm of course faster, so KO. And a decent amount of experience. Alright, let's swap before we hit another trainer. We'll bring Daisy in. See if the other trainer has 3 Florges as well. Florgi? What would be the plural of Florges? 2 Pokemon. Vermillion. Bug type. He's got the type advantage on me. But I guess the fairy typing is going to help me. Fairy attack. Peter's a 26 now. Swirlix, another fairy type. Good. Okay, let's go to the Pokemon Center. Now we're going to go ahead and go right into St. Anne. I believe this trainer here as well is the fishing rod. I think we'll use this to get our random encounter for this episode. And I want to go buy some Pokeballs and healing items. In St. Anne, we're going to be versing our rival. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy some Great Balls. Buy 5 Great Balls. And buy a bunch of potions. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our random encounter then. Not even a nibble. I wonder if we're capable of getting any random encounters from the ocean. I know typically the old rod's used for catching Magikarp. Oh, here we go. Nope, cannot catch another Quilladin. This is our random encounter for the episode, so it looks like we're going to have to let it go. We can always go into the tall grass or the Diglett cave for another encounter later. That's a shame. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is where we get the bike voucher. I'm just skipping all over this. You guys can obviously either slow down or pause the video if you are interested. It's just him talking about how much he loves his Pokemon Rapidash. And that if you love listening to him talk, he'll give you the bike voucher that you can get from Celadon City. Alright, let's go get Kite. Okay. We of course don't have Surf yet. If I'm not mistaken, this is the direction. No. Just gotta remember the route to take to get up there. No. We don't need to inspect every single room. There are a few people who will give us trainers and items and stuff, but I'm not too worried about it. It's over here. Here's our rival Kaz. Wonder what kind of Pokemon he has now. He just said he has 40 types of Pokemon. We've gotten 3. Diglett. I'm pretty sure that's the Alolan Diglett. Bulldoze is going to hurt. Okay. Okay. I stand corrected. Okay. I did not pay attention to that. There was Latios. Alright, so I have Latias. He has Latios. And he is much faster than me, but it looks like I'm stronger than him. Okay, not very effective. I do have a fairy move. As soon as I can get out of Petal Dance. Fortunately, I'm locked into it, and that is not good for a Nuzlocke. Looks like he only has stored power in his right now. We, of course, had stored power a little while ago, but got rid of it for Dragon Breath. There you go, Daisy. I was getting worried with your confusion. Okay. A little bit bulkier in terms of special abilities, and still slow though. Shed Ninja. This might be a problem. I do not know if I can hurt this Shed Ninja. Come on, Daisy. I need you to... Yep. I cannot harm this Shed Ninja. We are in trouble. Does he know any other moves in Sand Attack? Yeah, I know Fury Swipes. Okay. So, I'm not going to have a choice in the matter. I need to swap out a Pokemon. If I am unable to do what I'm thinking I can do, I have to break my own rules. I gotta swap in Quilladin. If Quilladin's Leech Seed does not work on Shed Ninja, this is the end of our Nuzlocke. Because I do not think I have any moves that can harm this Shed Ninja. Okay. Swirlix. Alright, let's go ahead and get cut from him. Thank you, Captain. Go ahead and leave the St. Anne, and as soon as we do, it's going to leave port. I think I'm going to leave this as a short episode for today. I got some things that I got to think about. Unfortunately, I had no choice but to swap my Florges out for my Quilladin. It was only by Leech Seed was I able to defeat the Shed Ninja. Without it, I would have lost the Nuzlocke. But because of my self-imposed rule of not being able to swap out in battle, I should have lost the Florges. So I think I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to dwell on it a little bit. Whether or not we're going to box Florges as if it fainted, or if I'm just going to mulligan that and count it as a win, I do not know yet. But until then, I thank you all for continuing to watch this. I do want to continue to shout out Pokemon for its 30th anniversary. And until then, I shall see you all next time. God bless.